Braun Breaker. I pick him because he's fucking jacked and he's fucking looks like if the Steiner brothers fucked, they'd make Braun Breaker.
It's hardcore. It's uncensored. It's On Your Mark with Mark E. Xtreme.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to On Your Mark. It's a podcast hosted by a backyard wrestling entertainment champion. I'm sorry, the backyard wrestling entertainment champion. And I'm Skeeter Skyflyer. I am his student, and I am learning all things in life. Certainly a lot about sex on this show, but well, that's another day for another dollar. But let me introduce you to the host, who's the champ, and he's great, and he can say some naughty words, so just be prepared for that. Marky Xtreme.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I can. Hey, Skeeter, there's one thing you haven't learned yet. Guess what it is?
Magic.
It's this right here. I'm for those that are listening, I'm flicking him off because I'm that fucking extreme. Because, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mark. Extreme 15 plus years undefeated backyard wrestling entertainment champion and owner. And on top of all that, cool ass, sexy ass, knowledgeable ass shit, I am the host of On Your Mark. And for years on YouTube, we've been giving you the best wrestling content. And now on the podcast airwaves, you're getting the best wrestling podcast every fucking Friday via Dragon Wagon Radio. I am deep diving into topics and giving you a perspective like nobody else can. Yeah, you can go over to the Conrad Thompson bullshit podcast and fucking Bruce Bitchard and Eric Bitchoff and Jeff Bitch and you know, you can get all the perspectives from these fucks, but I can tell you this without a shadow of a doubt, that I have the perspective that they will never have, because there ain't nobody like that has seen the things that I've seen in this business. There ain't nobody that's done the things like I've done in this business, and there ain't nobody that has fucked the things that I have fucked in this business, because, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mark E. Xtreme.
That is getting weirder and weirder.
What?
I love you singing, but what you're singing
should.
is unclear at this point.
Fuck the things I fuck. If you know, you know.
Well, I don't know. What is that?
Well, you clearly don't know, because you ain't fucked once in your whole goddamn life. But
I'm not a good singer. I want to be, but I don't. I like to have fun like people have fun.
That's not what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
I'm saying fuck. Saying fucking.
Oh.
Think you could tell me what the fuck? Break it down. Suck on my ass. Suck on my ass. Suck on my ass. Yeah, fucking DX, man. I'm in a fucking good mood today. Let's fuck. Fuck this shit up.
What?
Let's fuck this shit up.
This is way too many swears for me to handle. After the last show, the plane ride from HE double hockey sticks, I am cleaning up my mouth.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Forgive yourself of your sins, you little bitch.
I will try, but that is the Lord's job. Today, we're going to talk about the WWE Draft.
Oh, how fitting. You know, part of the reason I'm in the good mood today is because I think, if I'm not mistaken, isn't the WWE Draft happening sometime around now?
Oh yeah, we're going to talk about it. It is major. At the time of this recording, it's a couple of days away, but by the time this drops, there's going to be some big. The WWE landscape is gonna have change.
Oh, you got that for fucking sure. I got some big news to share, but stay tuned. We'll get to it after this business.
That's right. Big announcement coming up. But first off, we got to thank Dragon Wagon Radio for hosting this show and keeping it uncensored. So that way Marky Xtreme can get all the swears out of his body.
Hellcock.
And be sure to check out the show on Apple Podcasts where you can rate and review the show. That's such an amazing way to help the show. If you're like, oh, I like giving soup to orphans, this is basically the same thing. You go on to Apple Podcasts, you give a rating, 5 stars would be great, and you write a little review. That helps everybody go, dude, this is the best podcast. I need to be listening to this. And there's a lot of people out there that think it's some kind of a joke podcast. It's not. I assure you. Isn't that right, Marky Xtreme?
Dude, what the fuck is there? Look at me in my fucking face. Tell me I'm a joke.
They can't. This is.
Well,
audio.
go on my YouTube channel. Go on our Twitter. Look at a picture of me and look at the fucking face on that fucking badass motherfucker and tell me that guy's a joke. There ain't nothing about me that's about a joke. I take this business very seriously. I eat, breathe, and spleeve and shit this business.
Yeah, this is not a joke. So if you rate and review the show on there, you can have a date with Marky Xtreme.
Oh, God. I don't want to.
If you're a man, I'm sorry.
A few weeks back, let me explain what this dumb bitch is talking about. A few weeks back, I said, you know, I don't even remember where the specifics, something about issuing a mandate, you know, and he thought I meant a date with a man. And there's a word, Skeeter, get a dictionary, look it up. It's called mandate.
I have one of those. It's between my legs. Thank you very much. But we don't need to talk about that. And then be sure to go to Patreon. That's another great way to help support the show. Patreon.com/OYM show. And there you can get all sorts of fun perks as a way of supporting the show. You can get these episodes early, and you can see some fun watch-alongs on there, and you can get extreme shout-outs on this very show. Isn't that right, Marky Xtreme?
Oh, yeah, Skeeter, Skyflyer, that's right. It's, you know, one of my favorite perks for the skid marks, and I think it's the most valuable perk as part of being a skid mark and a wrestling fan in the wrestling industry. And the shout-outs this week are as follows. Kevin Hurth, Bruce Harmeyer, Melissa Mayette, Jason K, Lane Brain, Dylan Hinton, Tim Redbeard, Liam McLee, Rick Conley, Tom, Mr. Blix, and Miguel Diaz. Oh, there you have it, Skeeter, Skyflyer. Those are the skid marks that keep the roof over the backyard and the food on the table for a body slam mo. Fuck us through it. And guess what? If you're feeling FOMO, titty baby, and you want to be a part of that press legis list, well, you know what? Then march your happy ass on over right now to patreon.com/OYM show.
Let's talk about the WWE Draft.
Oh, let's talk about it. Oh, when should I make my little fucking announcement, Skeeter?
Well, when you say you got a big announcement coming up, you shouldn't say it right away because then everybody goes, "Oh, got it," and then they leave.
What?
If they hear it already, then they go, "Oh, what's the big deal? I'm gonna leave." That's why you wrestle at the end because you use the main event.
Okay, well, I'll save it for the main event.
Okay. Born the WWF Draft.
What?
Do you need a minute?
I just had it was like stuck. It hurt.
Well, this is my favorite part of the show where I say where it's the born and then where it's born and then how it was born.
Okay, say it again. I missed it.
Born the WWF Draft on March 25th, 2002 in State College, Pennsylvania. Announced by Linda McMahon to stop the animosity between co-owners of the WWF, Ric Flair and Vince McMahon, there would be a brand extension. Ric Flair would lead Raw, Vince McMahon would lead SmackDown. Each would have 100% control. Triple H, the undisputed world champion, and the women's champion, Jazz, would not be eligible in the draft of all the superstars that there were on the roster. Mr. McMahon won the coin toss for SmackDown to get the first pick. Coin tosses are no fun. Why didn't they race turtles?
It fucking take too long. Remember your brilliant idea that you were like, oh, you got to do this. It's brilliant. And I said no, and I said no, and you still brought fucking turtles to Backyard Wrestling Entertainment when we had a draft a couple years back. And fucking, how did that turn out?
I had so much fun. It was one of the best nights of my life.
Yeah, well, you must have been deaf because the crowd was booing insanely as you're sitting there just with the biggest grin on your face. Did you tune them out or what?
Those were boos?
What'd you think that was? Oh my God, you're an idiot.
Well, they had two turtles. There was Ghost Rider and there was Bum too slow.
But too slow.
But too slow. But I thought everybody was going boo because Ghost. He's a Ghost Rider. Boo, Ghost.
No. They were booing because they were bored. They're there to watch wrestling. They're there to watch hardcore bloodshed, shit, and tears. And fucking you bring turtles out there and you're like, hey, everybody, watch this. We're shaking things up again. It's me, Skeeter Skyflyer, with another genius creative idea. Here's the turtles. And nobody fucking liked it. They were bored.
It was so fun. It was the best 2 hours that I ever had. But then it was so sad when you sent Yoko Zubaz out there and he thought they were his bedtime slippers. And I've never seen a foot go right through a turtle shell like that. And
it was graphic. And I still get calls from that one kid's family saying, we need you to pay for my child's therapy bills. And
yeah, Felipe.
And, I don't think I'm responsible for that, but that's a conversation for another day.
I would assume that's Yoko Zubaz's responsibility for that,
Hey,
but
thank
were
you.
running the show.
Thank you. I didn't tell him to go step on the turtles and traumatize a child.
In that instance, you did not.
In what instance would I ever do that? I care about children. I'm a charitable guy. And maybe pretty soon I might be doing a lot of charity work. Teaser.
Well, you do love chairs. The top 5 picks for Raw was number 1, The Rock. Number 2, original NWO members Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and X-Pac. Number 3, Kane. Number 4, Rob Van Dam. Number 5, Booker T. That makes sense because he's a five-time champion. Those are some darn good picks. But the top 5 picks for SmackDown was number 1, The Undertaker. Number 2, Kurt Angle. Number 3, Chris Benoit. Number 4, Hulk Hogan. Number 5, Billy and Chuck. Marky Xtreme, who do you think had the best 5 picks?
Raw. I mean, you got the NWO on there. For Life Too Sweet. And fuck, that's all I got to say about that.
But SmackDown had Undertaker and Hulk Hogan and Billy and Chuck.
It doesn't fucking matter. Apples and pears. You got the NWO out there. You can't compare anything to it. It's too life for sweet.
Okay, well, that's why you're the champ, and that's what you think.
Yep.
The last picks in the first ever WWF draft was Mighty Molly on Raw and Perry Saturn on SmackDown. That's sad. It feels terrible being picked last. I'm always picked last for everything. Marky Xtreme, have you ever been picked last for anything?
Nothing. First in line at the buffet. Fucking,
Do you get picked at the buffet?
You can't. Yeah, the one I go to.
You never let me inside, so they pick you?
Yeah, it's called Golden Corral. It's for like champions gold. And you have to have you have to be picked to be let in. They don't just let anybody in there, and that's why I don't let you in. I want you to be able to go in Golden Corral, but I'm sorry, it's not up to me.
They'll never pick me. Why they pick me in Golden Corral?
Because you're not a champion, you're not of golden material.
Is that why I also can't go to Golden Spoon?
Probably. I've never been to Golden Spoon.
They have frozen yogurt there.
Oh. Well, as opposed to what kind of yogurt?
Yogurt.
What's
or
that?
Go-Gurt.
You gotta stop eating Go-Gurt.
That stuff is so fun.
Fun?
Yeah.
What's fun about it?
Because it's got all the colors in it.
It's fucking gross.
No, that's Gross-Gurt.
Oh God, you're making me angry, and I'm in a good mood today. Got a big announcement coming, and I'm not gonna let you ruin it.
You ain't never heard of no frozen yogurt?
No, I've heard of frozen yogurt.
That's that. Okay. You pull my rib. That's why I just said frozen yogurt.
No, fucking. I didn't know there was anything. I didn't know Go-Gurt was just regular yogurt.
Go-Gurt is fun yogurt. There's yogurt, there's Go-Gurt, and frozen yogurt.
Can we stop talking about Go-Gurt?
Why?
Because this isn't a fucking Go-Gurt podcast. I want to go Go-Gurt. If I wanted to talk about Go-Gurt, then I would fucking call it a fucking Go-Gurt podcast.
Can we do a Go-Gurt podcast?
No, we're not going to do a fucking Go-Gurt podcast, you know? You do your own Go-Gurt podcast. If I want to create a Go-Gurt podcast, I'd go to the fucking Go-Gurt store.
I will do a Go-Gurt podcast. Will you be on my Go-Gurt podcast?
Fuck no.
Why not?
Because I am a grown-ass man on Go-Gurt podcasts.
You a grown man on the Go-Gurt podcast. It'd be a good time.
Don't tell me about go time on Go-Gurt, grown man on Go-Gurt podcast.
I think it'd be a good time for all the guys and gals to have Go-Gurt.
Guys and gals don't know about them. What's a good time for me and a grown-ass man on a Go-Gurt podcast?
Guess again.
Gonna pass.
Gonna ask again later.
Gonna fucking smack you in the face.
Ow. That's like a high five, but I didn't have my hand up, so that's almost a yes.
Mm-hmm.
Marky Xtreme, according to rumor and innuendo, the WWE are not looking for any indie wrestlers anymore. They're scouting the world for new faces and big-time athletes and stars. And coincidentally, the WWE draft starts Friday, October 1st on Smackdown and Monday, October 4th on Monday Night Raw. Does that mean, Marky Xtreme, that your chances just increased to be drafted to WWE?
Oh, man. Well, Skeeter, this is the first time you've ever knit the hail on the head. I think that, fuck yeah, I'm just going to fucking say it. I was going to save my big announcement for the end of the episode, but you know what, Skeeter? I am exactly what they're looking for right now. And I know for a fact, can I get a little drum roll?
Ow. I wasn't ready for a high five.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know for a fact, and I can prove it, that I'm going to be drafted as part of the WWE draft this year. Yes, me,
Woo!
Marky Xtreme.
All right.
Thanks.
Let me give you a hug. That's great. That's good.
Wait, stop. Don't give me fucking coronavirus before I go to the WWE. I can hear the people around the country screaming right now, as they listen to this podcast. And yes, this is a long time coming, but nice guys come last. And, so this is my time. I mean, like you said it, I'm exactly what they're looking for.
You deserve it.
Thank you.
You deserve it.
No, it's you
deserve it.
That's not the claps.
You deserve it.
No, stop. Okay. So yes, like Skeeter said, I, Marky Xtreme, Backyard Wrestling Entertainment Champion, retired, but obviously going to be coming out of retirement very soon. I'm exactly what the WWE is looking for right now. They're looking for star athletes, fucking jacked meat bitches. And, I am exactly what they're looking for. I've been getting a lot of fucking weird fucking calls lately that I haven't been answering. I assume it's them. And,
why wouldn't you answer the calls?
I don't answer calls I don't know.
Oh.
Who does? That's, you could get a virus.
But if you answer it, then you say hello, and then the other person says hello, and then you meet each other, and then you know who they are.
That's not how you meet people.
How do you meet people?
I'm a grown-ass man. I meet people face to face. I shake their hand. We stare each other in the eye, and I say, it's good to meet you.
I guess that's one way. I'd like to meet someone if they called up and they go, hello, and I go, hello, let's go get some Go-Gurt. And they go, okay, that sounds like a good time. Then we go get Go-Gurt.
Oh, God. Can we stop talking about Go-Gurt, please? I'm talking about my future and letting the skid marks around the world know what's happening in the world of their favorite professional wrestler, because I am about to be done with this backyard entertainment bullshit. I'm going on to sports entertainment, baby. Marky Xtreme, pro wrestling sports entertainer. God, it's fucking about time. You know, and you know how I know also for a fact that this is happening, Skeeter?
Magic 8 Ball?
Close. My Uncle John, he's a psychic. Yep. I had a session with him recently, and he told me that I was going to be drafted, because I said, tell me I'm going to be drafted in the draft this year. And he said, you're going to be drafted in the draft this year. And I was an emotional.
He called it.
Yeah, he did. And that this is a perfect segue into the sponsor of the sponsor of today's, one of the sponsors of today's podcast, my Uncle John psychic reading. Skeeter, Skyflyer, sometimes in life we need answers. Sometimes in life we need to know, what the fuck does this all mean? And, conveniently there are people around the world called psychics, and you can ask them questions and they will give you real answers. Skeeter, Skyflyer, tell the fine listeners at home what they can expect with an in-person psychic reading from my Uncle John.
Death in the family. An unexpected twin. Running out of toilet paper. These are all things that may happen to you if Uncle John reads your palm, reads your mind, and reads your palm. He knows the future. He can tell you what's going to happen before it happens, so you know it happens when it happens, and you go, that just happened. Uncle John's psychics readings. They are the future today for the future.
So yeah, Skeeter, there you have it. I'm gonna be out of here pretty soon. We don't got to get into all pleasantries and goodbyes just yet, but it's been, I was gonna say real, but I don't know what this has been, Skeeter. We've done 78 episodes of this fucking thing, and I don't know if I've grown. I don't know if I've gotten stupider. I would definitely say you've gotten stupider, but
thank you.
You're welcome. But
they say the stupider you get, the more you know.
Is that what they say?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't know. Yeah, it's going to be, I was going to say it's going to be hard to leave this thing, but it's fucking not. Let's get through this.
I get it. You putting up walls of Jericho. That makes sense. Okay. So let's ask some of the questions that are on everybody's mind, including mine. Okay. It sounds like then we're going to be taking some time off for the podcast.
Well, we don't got to get there. We don't got to get to that just yet. We can save that, but what if you want to get into it now? We can. What do you want to do?
I mean, the cat's in the bag. Might as well throw it in the river.
All right. If the cat's in the bag, yes. Being that I am for sure, no question, being signed by the WWE this year as part of the WWE draft, and I'm done with this podcast. This is my last episode. The podcast ends here. It's been fun. It's thank you so much for blah, 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 for all the listens, all the support, skid marks, blah, blah, blah. But I'm fucking out of here, baby. Millions of dollars, jet flying, limousine gliding, and fucking banging helicopters on a fucking Learjet, baby. Oh man, I can't wait to be out of this motherfucker. And we're done. This is it. Did you have a good time, Skeeter?
This, other than potentially going to Golden Corral or getting Go-Gurt after the show with you, This has been the best time ever in my entire life, and I don't know if it's ever going to get better than this.
Well, it's probably not for you, but it definitely is for me. And no, after this podcast, I will never speak to you or look at you ever again. So yeah, this is it. This is, because I know for a fact, because I spoke to a psychic, and everybody, I'm exactly what they're looking for this year, and I've been getting weird phone calls, and I'm out of here. This is the last episode. So,
yep. Well, we're still doing the episode. It ain't over yet.
Yeah, we'll still do this. We'll do it for you, skid marks. But after this, I'm out of here. This is the last episode.
Well, does this mean you're officially coming out of retirement?
I guess you could say it. Marky Xtreme's out of retirement, baby.
Are you going to give up the BWE championship?
Nope. I'm going to show up on fucking Raw with it or SmackDown and stand across the ring from fucking Roman Reigns. I'm going to hold up my belt and he'll hold up his belt and fucking, I will say, accept me into your fucking Samoan dynasty. And then he will get onto the fucking ground and I will fucking take my pants off and make him suck my pecker in the middle of the ring, and fucking Attitude Era is back, baby. And then the DX music will hit, and then Triple H and Shawn Cross-Eyed Michaels will come out and they'll be like, yeah, you really made somebody suck it. And we've been trying to get people to suck it for years. And I'm like, yeah, I'm real as they fucking come. And fucking, and then we'll break it down. And then fucking X-Pac comes out, and Billy Gunn, and fucking DX reunion. And I'm the new leader. And it's going to be fucking so sick.
Well, that sounds great, but it sounds really unfair for everyone who's in the backyard wrestling entertainment and there's no champion.
Oh, well, that's not my fucking concern anymore. It'll figure itself out.
Yeah, but who's going to run the company?
Oh, well, don't you worry about that. Okay. I can find somebody else to run the company when I step away.
Okay. Well, Marky Xtreme, what happens if you don't get drafted by WWE?
That's funny. If I don't get drafted?
Yeah, what happens? It's a backup plan, right? You always want to have a plan B.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you definitely need a plan B in your back pocket. Hypothetically, if the WWE doesn't sign me, which is comical, especially since I've already started making purchases to this new credit card that I've opened. Well, hypothetically, if the WWE doesn't sign me, you know what? I'll be back in a few weeks. I'm going to take a few weeks off from the podcast. So you're not going to be here in the podcast for a couple weeks. Hypothetically, if the WWE doesn't sign me, I'm going to be doing a little bit of fucking crying and eating Twinkies and ice cream and all day. And then a couple weeks after a long mental health break, I will come back to this fucking hellhole and continue to live my miserable life doing this podcast with you, Skeeter. Yeah. Hypothetically, if the WWE doesn't sign me, that's what will happen.
Oh, that's great news.
What?
As a plan B, if your dreams don't come true, then you're back here with me doing the podcast.
Oh, it's great, isn't it? Oh, yeah, because everything in these past 77 episodes have sure been fantastic. You fucking airing out my dirty laundry about, I'm just going to say it because I have no bones to suck anymore, about my fears of New Jack and fucking Twinkies and all these fucking horrific fucking haunted by New Jack's ghost. And, you can go back and listen to all this shit, after I'm done with this podcast because the WWE signing me, but all this, I want to tell you this, Skeeter Skyflyer, you've made my life a living fucking hell. These past 78 episodes of this, whatever this fucking thing is, it should have been better. I should have gotten a better co-host, but you've made my life a living hell. And if you're listening to this, Skid Marks, and you've missed the back catalog, well, now's the best time to go back and listen to it because after this episode, I'm WWE bound, baby, and it's over. So that's all you're gonna have to live with is 78 episodes of one part. The greatest backyard entertainer, now sports entertainer in the world, and one part fucking idiot test tube baby.
Well, Marky Xtreme, I gotta say, if you don't get drafted by WWE, then I really hope that Cody and Brandy Rhodes get drafted because I love them.
That's so fun. That's so cute. But okay, let me ask you this, Skeeter Skyflyer. Put me next to Cody.
Yeah.
Put me next to Brandy Rhodes.
Yeah.
Tell me what's different. Tell me what you see.
Brandy's a lady.
Besides that.
Brandy's got darker skin than both of you.
Whoa. Easy. We have one more episode to get through. Don't get me canceled, especially now because WWE they do their research, and you know, I should probably put up a disclaimer. Anything that if the WWE is listening, anything that you've heard in the past 78 episodes that may alarm you, may be a cause for canceling. I didn't say that. You have no proof. You have no visual proof of me saying any of those things. So fuck you. Second, yes, standing side by side against Cody and Brandy. Tell me I'm not better than them.
You and Brandy have the same size bosom.
You just tell me that I have same size tits as a woman.
Bosom.
Tits, yes. Same
bosom.
Thing. Same thing.
Well, one's dirty.
What the fuck are you talking about? And that's wrong for you to say about Brandy Rhodes' titties.
I don't want to say that.
You're the one that says she had dirty titties.
I didn't say that.
You said
I said
one
you
of
got the same
mine
size
or hers
bosom.
are dirty. One of them is dirty.
The word is dirty, but it didn't. I don't think that. I assume. Brandy looks very clean. She looks like she takes a lot of showers in a day.
I don't know about that. I've heard some things.
Cody, I don't know. He seems like a bath kind of guy.
Yeah, he does seem like a little bitch, doesn't he? Fuck AEW. I'm WWE bound, baby. The fucking war is on. I'm gonna stand at the front line. Bring your tank up here, and I'll fucking you could shove it up my ass.
Toll ride.
You could say, do everything you've ever wanted, Skeeter. Have a crack at a toll ride. It ain't gonna even make me mad. There is nothing that can ruin my good mood today.
A historic moment in WWE Draft history was in 2005 when the then WWE champion John Cena was drafted from Smackdown to Raw and brought his championship with him. If I were in charge of the draft, John Cena would be my number one pick each and every time. Marky Xtreme, will John Cena be your number one pick every time too?
Nothing is going to ruin your good mood, Mark. You know what, Skeeter? Because John Cena is about to be a fellow employee of mine, I'm going to reserve what I really want to say about him, how much I really want to murder him in a murder match, how much I really despise him, because as a coworker, I have to, this is something you don't know about because you've never worked in an actual business place. I'm going to reserve what I really want to say about him because I have to remain professional.
Usually say he's a wimp and he's a little, you say a lot of mean things about him.
Whatever.
You do want to murder him.
No.
And that you wish he was dead anyway. And that all those Make-A-Wish kids should have made another wish.
Whoa. I'm about to be working with Make-A-Wish, so chill the fuck out. If you want to go back and hear what Skeeter's Skyflyer is like these claims that he says I've said about John Cena, well, we have a whole episode about John Cena that you can judge for yourself, but unless you see me say something, there's no proof that it was me.
Mark Xtreme, you're going to be in the WWE here soon. You're going to be drafted.
Mm-hmm.
And in 2004, the WWE draft was not chosen by general managers Eric Bischoff and Paul Heyman. It was chosen by machines. Superstars would be put in a machine and their faces would be shown on screen and then chosen at random. It was a lot like those slob machines in Las Vegas. They must have a lot of trust to have a machine make decisions for you. Marky Xtreme, as you go into the future in WWE, do you think you'll ever wrestle a machine?
Well, before I answer that, did you say slob machine?
Yeah, slob machines.
Okay, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Bing, 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 bing. Lemons.
Okay. Chill. Well, I've seen some slob machines, if you know what I mean.
I don't.
To answer your do you know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean.
Okay, fucking forget it.
So you've been to Las Vegas and you've seen slob machines.
Yeah, I've seen some slob machines in Las Vegas. Fuck yeah. I should probably stop cursing, actually, because I am about to be a part of World Wrestling Entertainment and they don't like that too much. Just kidding. Fucking suck it. Suck my asshole. Because I'm bringing back the Attitude Era.
I was going to say, you might as well cut off your nose for a Sprite on your face.
What the fuck did you just say?
I think that's a saying from the Bible that, you should just cut off your nose for a Sprite on your face.
I don't understand that, but
bling, 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 lemon limes.
I don't know what's fucking happening right now.
That's how you make Sprite. You get lemons and limes.
I know how to make Sprite.
Well, then next time you go to a slob machine in Las Vegas, you get a bunch of lemons from the machine.
Wait a sec. Can I ask you a question? Sidebar real quick.
Okay.
There was a pitcher in my bedroom that was full of something. And it was empty the next morning. You didn't drink that, did you? Thinking it was fucking Sprite?
That was Sprite.
Ooh. Skeeter, you drink my piss.
Okay.
It's funny as fuck to me, but you might want to get a doctor's appointment.
That was Sprite. It was
Sprite going in.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I was Sprite going in. Glug, 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 glug.
No, it's Sprite going. Nope. It was Sprite going in my mouth and out my urethra hole. It's
Where's
piss. That's my pecker hole.
Are you okay?
What?
You have a hole in it? I think we need to call a doctor for you.
Skeeter, do you not have a hole in your pecker?
Well, just the one.
That's what I'm talking. What else are you talking about? What else do you think I'm talking about?
You're extreme. You live a lifestyle. You deal with thumbtacks on a daily basis.
Yes, but I keep my pecker
holes.
pristine. You know this.
Well, there's times when it's not too good.
What the fuck does that mean?
There's times when it's not okay. Like when we, in the 7-Eleven, the hot dogs that you always tell me not to get, because you're like, that's been there a long time. And just on the little grill and just rolls around.
Uh-huh.
You look like that.
No way, fuck. I would fire you, but what's the point at this point? Before I answer your dumb question about fighting a robot, you know what, Skeeter, I want you to do for me?
What's that?
Being that this is my last episode because I'm going to be signed by WWE and never coming back after this, I want you to tell me everything you've ever wanted to fucking tell me.
I love you.
That's it. That's all you want to do.
You're the best. You're the most generous person with all their knowledge. You're so smart. You're so great. You're so strong. You're so caring. You're so wise. And I swear sometimes you don't even know it. You say, oh, I'm so great. I'm so great. I don't even know if you know how great you are. If I could make a statue of you, I would. But every time I try to do it, my hands get stuck in the mud. And I'd like to raise something just big and hard to make a memory of you. I'd use my hands and make something that would just be wet and then turn it hard and just
you don't know
make a monument to you. Just something huge.
You don't know what you're fucking saying, and I don't know. I usually like people kissing my ass, but something about when you kiss my ass, it just fucking feels weird.
You're just the best.
Well, I know that, but it's just something about when you fucking kiss my ass, it just makes me feel weird. Ugh.
Well, that's why I wanted you to know that.
Oh, well, if that's all you want to say to me, that was your only opportunity to tell me how you really feel. Well, let's continue.
You ever gonna wrestle a machine?
Sure. I mean, why? Some call me a machine. With the way things are going, I'll be fucking wrestling one of them fucking NXTs, or you know what I mean?
No.
In the future, all those fucking NXTs that people are, those digital things people are selling.
Braun Breaker?
No, the NXTs, the digital fucking things that people are selling. You make a picture or something and it's called an NXT and you sell it for millions of dollars online for cryptocurrency and fucking, is that what it's called? The currency?
I think so. It's that thing. I wanted to buy one. I went to the store and I wanted to buy it and they said, we don't have it. I was like, oh,
well, they don't have NXTs at the store. It's online.
How do I get online?
The way fucking things are going, I'll probably be wrestling a goddamn NXT one day.
That'd be cool. I hope it's Von Wagner.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
He's NXT.
Oh, NXT 2.0? So fucking stupid.
Yeah, I love it.
That's another thing. When I get in there, I'm going to say, you got to stop that stupid shit.
Why did they stop it?
Because it's fucking weird. It's dumb. 2.0. What does that mean? Oh, NXT, take a shit. There are some hotties in there, though. Whew. Mandy Rose.
Johnny Gargano. Dexter Lumis.
Oh, well, stop. Weird.
Shotzi. Triple H.
Stop.
Tommaso Ciampa.
These people are hot to you? No, I mean, no judgment. It's about
They're
time.
on TV. Everybody's beautiful. Odyssey Jones.
Okay, get on with the show. I gotta start packing my suitcases.
The WWE Draft has not always been kind. It's broken a lot of hearts in the past. The WWE Draft has broken up tag teams and groups, including the Dudley Boys, the New Day, Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler, Evolution, Paul Lundgren and Brian Kendrick, the world's greatest tag team, and maybe the one that hurt the most, Show Miz. Wrestling is supposed to be fun and a place to make friends, but the WWE Draft can break up friends. Marky Xtreme, does this mean the WWE Draft should come to an end?
Whew. It's a good question, Skeeter. There's pros and cons to I would say the draft. The pro this year is they're going to be acquiring the best unsigned talent in the business, Marky Xtreme. And then, maybe after that, there's no real point to doing them anymore if you think about it. But in the past, there have been pros and cons. Like you said, they've split up tag teams and, caused rifts in the business and, ultimately then everything kind of comes back together and then they do a draft again. So, who am I to say?
You're Marky Xtreme.
That's not what I meant. It's a figure of speech. But I don't know. Do you think that they should stop it?
If it's going to break up friends, I think it's a bad idea. And that's the one thing I'm worried about, because I know you want to chase your dream and you want to be drafted, but that's going to end our friendship. Because you said when this podcast, you're never going to talk to me again. So that's breaking up friends. So right there, it makes me not want to have the WWE Draft.
Skeeter, I hate to break this to you, but I'm so sorry. We've never been friends. You've been an employee to me. You've been a servant. You've been my butler. You've been my cook. You have been my gardener. You have been my young boy. You have been my dentist. You've been my hairdresser. You have been my tailor. You have been my shoemaker. You have been my candlestick maker. You have been all and of the above and below.
Taste tester,
DNA taste tester, which is a job better suited for Yokozuna. But there's one thing that you've never been, Skeeter. That's my friend, bud. And, especially when I'm gone and I'm in the WWE and I'm hanging out and tossing back brewskis every night at the Marriott with fucking Roman and the Usos and god dang, all the divas are all hanging on me. And I'm like, oh, well, I can only handle one lady at a time, one girl at a time. Don't tell Tammy about this. I forgot where I was going with that, but no, we're not.
You said we're buds.
We're never. No,
you called me. You said we're not friends, bud. So that I get it. That's we're buds.
Okay,
We're buds.
Nope, we're not. Okay, we're not. And like I said, once this is the last episode, everybody. It's been great, such great memories and shit. But after this, I'm done. I ain't never coming back.
That's right, bud. There are a lot of things to consider when choosing a superstar for your roster in a draft. Are they a champion? Do I need to balance my roster with an equal amount of men and women? Do they have good manners? What's the most important quality you would look for when picking superstars for a draft?
As far as men go, are they jacked as fuck? Can they hit
like
stuff
Jack
real?
Swagger?
Like muscles, you idiot.
Oh,
can they hit stuff real fucking hard? Can they swing a kendo stick like a goddamn like Babe Ruth?
Who's that?
Got the best baseball players of all time.
No, it's a candy bar.
Oh, fucking, you're such an idiot. And women, it's about talent, absolutely. But, I think that, as far as I'm concerned, I love the women's body. It's art to me. So tits.
Bosom.
What the fuck ever.
Well, who would you be your most jacked and who'd be the best bosom that you get on your roster?
Fuck, man. There's a lot of jack motherfuckers in WWE right now. I mean, my soon-to-be brother Roman is pretty jacked, and Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and fucking, you got Braun Breaker's real jacked, and fucking NXT Stupid 2.0. You got a lot of jack motherfuckers, and then you got some titties.
Yeah, but who you gonna pick? This is a roster. You might replace Adam Pearce as an authority figure.
Well, let's not count our chickens before the eggs fuck, okay? If I was to pick, if I wasn't picking myself, I think Braun Blake. God, motherfucker. Shh. Mark, you're about to get me on the big stage. You can't fucking fumble like this, you stupid motherfucker. Remember what you learned on your tapes. Count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Braun Breaker. I pick him because he's fucking jacked and he's fucking looks like goddamn Steiner Brothers, and looks like this. If the Steiner Brothers fucked, they'd make Braun Breaker.
I wish.
And then, as far as fucking women, man, there's so many hotties in WWE. But Mandy Rose, man, top of my list right now.
Over Nia Jax?
I'd have to say so. Because, if I'm welcomed in the Samoan dynasty, then fucking Nia is going to might become a family member, and that is going to be that's going to be complicated.
Then that's ingest.
I don't understand what you're.
That's when if you're a family member and you kiss each other, that's ingest.
No, that's called incest, you fucking stupid bitch.
That's God. The stuff that smells when you light it.
No, that's incense.
No, that's incest. You want it. You're thinking about ingest. When you ingest something, that means you kissed your family.
No, that's incest.
That's like cinnamon.
That's not. I'm done. I'm not going to do this with you. You're trying to trigger me. You're trying to get me all angry. So the WWE will listen to this podcast and they'll be like, "Oh, we can't hire someone with a fucking temper like that."
I ain't trying to make you mad. I know things make you mad. I know things get you mad all the time. Like when I say James Ellsworth is so great, or John Cena is so great, or you got beat up by Eric Bischoff, or New Jack scares you so much that all these things make you mad and upset. But I don't want to do that to you because we're buds. We're best buds.
Disclaimer, WWE, if you're listening to any of the back catalog of the On Your Mark Wrestling podcast after this podcast for sure ends this week because I'm going to the WWE. Anytime that I may have lost my temper, again, things aren't exactly what they seem. And who's to say when you assume that I was angry, what if I was just pretending and that's me actually really happy? You know, I mean, you can't count your, like I say, you can't fuck your chickens before the eggs cluck.
So you're happy. So you don't want to leave. You want to stay here with me?
No, I'm happy because I'm happy today because I am, the contract is, I can fucking every day that fucking mailman drives up to the post, the mailbox thing at the end of the driveway, I am sprinting out there every day. And I just know either today or tomorrow or the next day, that contract is coming and I'm going to be a part of that WWE draft. And man, I can't wait to see the tweets and I can't wait to be like, I fucking told you so. And then never do this podcast ever again.
Which show you going to go to? You going to go Raw or SmackDown?
Oh, that's a good question.
NXT.
Or straight to WrestleMania. Like I've
that's
always
not a
fucking
roster.
Oh, well, it's a roster in my mind, and that's what I've said for years, and that's all I'm gonna fucking accept, So those are my, my demands. Like we made demands with Impact Wrestling a couple years ago, which weren't met. Biggest mistake they've ever made. Who the fuck is watching that shit? I have some demands. I have some contract demands, and that is one of them. I'm gonna be going straight to WrestleMania. I'm gonna skip all the bullshit.
It's the end of the show. It's oh man, I didn't I'm gonna cry.
Oh, you gonna cry? You gonna cry because you're sad because I'm leaving? Because I'm the only fucking thing that gives you happiness and joy in life? I'm the only thing that you have to look forward to? Oh, I'm so sorry, Skeeter. Guess you're gonna have to get a job somewhere, a real job. Maybe you could go work at the Chuck E. Cheese. How about that?
That'd be so fun.
Ugh.
They pay people?
What the fuck ever. I just wanted to take a second to be Franklin for a second. And I just want to thank all the skid marks that have listened to this podcast since day one. It's been a journey, even long before that on our YouTube channel. But, everything, I was going to say every good thing, but this hasn't been a good thing, but everything has to come to an end.
Every rose has its horns.
Every rose has its horns. And your hero, Marky Xtreme, is about to sail off into the sunset and achieve all his hopes and dreams as part of the WWE draft this year. And, there's nothing whatsoever that is going to make me come back to this podcast.
Well, I gotta say, on behalf of all the listeners and everybody's ever watched, thank you, Frank.
Yeah. So, should we even do an outro? I mean, does it even matter?
I'm gonna do an outro. That's part of the show.
Okay, but we're not gonna be coming back. Even in your hypothetical.
We said there's a plan B.
Yeah, I know. Quote unquote plan B hypotheticals here. Like if they don't sign me, that's really funny. And we'll be back in a few weeks after a brief break for our mental health. Plan B. Yeah, hypothetical.
I feel like I'm pretty good. I could do next week just fine if you want me to do it without you.
No, I'm gone, baby. I'm gone to the WWE, and there ain't no coming back. Unless they don't sign me, and then I will absolutely need a brief break for my mental fucking health.
Yeah, I mean, there is that. You've never been signed by them before, so to get your hopes up now seems a little crazy.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, a little bit. Especially with Karrion Kross there. He hates you.
Oh, well, I will then my contract demands. I'm just going to write that I will not, be a part of any roster that Karrion Kross is a part of. But I sure as hell will be a part. what the fuck ever. I will be a part of whatever roster Scarlett and Bordeaux is. You know what I mean?
They just got engaged.
The engagements are meant to be broken.
I thought, no, it's, you got to look this up. I did. Engagements are made so that way you stay together and not get broken up.
Anything can be broken, especially tables and fucking kendo sticks, because you're about to see a lot more of them in WWE, baby. Attitude Era is coming back. DX fucking suck it. I'm gonna combine DX and NWO and fucking have all the titties on fucking the shows, and there's gonna be blood, and I'm gonna be shitting, and fucking Mark Henry sexual chocolate and fucking gold dust gonna be and fucking I'm gonna have an intro like I'm gonna have an entrance like the fucking Brood, and it's gonna be fire, and I'm gonna have lightning striking like when the Undertaker come out, and the Undertaker's gonna return and have a match with me at WrestleMania. You got everybody skid marks. Just wait. The WWE, you thought it sucked ass lately? Well, the best is yet to come.
I can't wait till it comes. I'll be there waiting for it to come all over me. This has been a great show, and this has been so fun with you, Marky Xtreme. I can't wait for you. I hope you never have to come back, because I want to see you come on WWE.
Yeah, I'm about to come all over WWE. You don't know what you're saying. We'll be back in a couple weeks after a brief mental health break, right, Skeeter?
Yeah, okay. I feel fine though.
I'm being hypothetical. If the WWE doesn't sign me as part of the draft, we'll be back in a couple weeks after a brief, much deserved fucking break. You stupid bitch.
Yeah. Thank you to Dragon Wag Radio, and be sure to check out other shows during the break, like Me, You, and 30 Other Men, where new wrestling fan Alexandra takes a crash course in WWE history by watching every Royal Rumble match in real time alongside you, the listener, and her lifelong wrestling boyfriend, Jake. They experience countless iconic superstars and Rumble moments together for the first time. Well, that's exciting, because then the next Royal Rumble is probably going to have you in it, Marky Xtreme.
It's likely.
Who are you going to throw out first?
Fucking anybody that gets near me.
Oh. Yeah, probably Donald Moss, though. He's too big.
I could throw out anybody. I'm strong. I'm the strongest one in the fucking company.
And be sure to check out youtube.com/OnYourMarkShow, where you can see shoot interviews with today's top wrestlers like LA Knight, Frankie Monet, Allie, Candy King, Dexter Lumis, James Ellsworth, and so many more right there with Marky Xtreme. In closing, the time has come in WWE. Oh, let me take that again. In closing, the time has come in 2021 that the world has been waiting for. Marky Xtreme's going to be drafted to WWE. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, 205 Live. No one knows for certain. But something we can make certain right now is Marky Xtreme making me, Skeeter Skyflyer, your valet, and we both get drafted to WWE together. You want to make me your valet?
Ain't a fucking chance in hell. And honestly, I'm sick to my stomach at the thought of you wearing like a sparkly dress or something. So let's wrap this shit up.
Okay, well, this has just been the best thing ever. And it's so sad to see it go, but it's clear that, you know, if it doesn't work out, you promise you would be back in a few weeks.
Yeah, we'll be back in a few weeks. Yeah, for sure.
I love you, and I'll be at every single one of your matches, and I'll be there right along Brock Lesnar guy and Frank the Clown, and we'll be there in the front row and cheering you on in all your WWE dreams.
Hold on, I'm gonna blow you a quick kiss. Close your eyes.
Okay.
Oh fuck! I just shit my pants. Oh god, dang it!
You okay?
No, I shit my pants. Wrap this up.
It's okay. Blow me a kiss.
No, I was gonna fart, and then I shit, and now I gotta go clean my ass up.
Okay, well, this has been a great episode, and is this our final episode? I don't know.
Yes.
But I guess we'll find out when the WWE draft happens. Oh, that
yeah,
does
that's
smell
my
good.
shit. Yeah.
Oh, we'll be back, or we won't. Bye-bye.
Dragon